Hey Trevor, just wondering, what is it like having kind of waited to be a part of this team so long and wait to kind of see how you fit, especially with AD, and then get here and AD's not here, and the team is dealing with what it's dealing with right now.
I mean, it's a part of the game. It's a part of professional sports. Nothing's really always goes the way it's planned on going. Um, so until uh, that time comes, you just do what you can do to try to help your team win or help this team win, and that's all really much you can do.
Dave?
Trevor, we talked to Fizz, and he was saying that you guys had a good film session today. I just wanted to know, from a player's perspective, what did you find helpful from it?
Just when you're not playing, you can see the film from a different perspective than when you are playing. It's a whole nother perspective. But personally, just seeing my spacing, the things that I can do better to give our guys more space, to help them out on the court defensively. Some of my techniques, some of my angles I need to change and get right so I can be a bit better on the defensive end. But yeah, it's direct, it's efficient, and we need that since we don't have a lot of practice time.
BT?
What's up, Trav?
What it do?
Hey, look, how are you feeling condition-wise? How long do you think it's going to take before you're at your top peak conditioning?
Conditioning, I feel pretty cool. It's more so like later in the game, longer in the game. My foot gets a little sore, my ankle gets a bit sore. So just managing that, being able to stay engaged, stay with it, and keep my ankle as warm as possible. That's pretty much the big thing. It's not so much conditioning.
Alan Sliwa?
Hey Trevor, just curious, obviously a veteran team, you guys got, so many guys have been in the league for a long time. How do you guys just approach knowing that, all right, you're 16-16, but there's still 50 games left, that you're still in December? I'm curious, just kind of the mindset of where you guys sit and how you guys pay attention to the big picture.
Well, obviously, as a group, our record doesn't show where we want to be. Our play hasn't been consistent. But we have stretches in games where, it looks good, it looks great. We get better defensively, stretches offensively where we're clicking, but we haven't been able to put it all together. So, again, we can make excuses of people not being here or getting guys in and out, people getting caught up. We can make excuses, but this is not a team that does that. So we are embracing the negative, I guess you would say, and trying to make it work.
Mike Trudell?
Hey, Trevor, you hit all your threes yesterday, and I just wondered, without the practice time and scrimmage games and all that, like, how do you find a rhythm? And when your volume is low on shooting, how do you find a rhythm, and how did that feel just getting into those spots and shooting?
Well, throughout my time of being injured, I didn't just sit and not do anything. I was shooting every day, lifting every day, so it's routine. I watch us play. I watch film a lot, so getting into the right spots, trying to be ready for whenever the ball comes to me, or however many shots I get, just being ready for them. It's like just practice.
Dan Wifey?
Hey Trevor.
Yo.
Brooklyn had to cancel their next game, meaning that I guess if they're able to get to full, or not full strength, just 8 players, it'll be the Christmas game next. How much juice does that take out of that for you guys? I know as players it can be a special day, but if the protocols kind of leave the rosters decimated, will it still be special, or is it kind of something that you almost just wish wasn't happening?
It's unfortunate, But the one thing about this game is fragile, so you don't really know how many games you're gonna play, especially at the age that we are at on our team. So anytime you're able to get an opportunity to be on the court, you cherish it. Doesn't matter who's out there. Everybody out here is a professional. So whoever is on the court is, is special.
Andy Kamenetsky?
Hey Trevor, during your first season, or first stint, I should say, with the Lakers, you missed most of your first season with the team. You really didn't play full year until the second year. Then this year, you missed a lot of this year before finally getting back on the court. I was curious, was one more difficult to deal with than the other, given just the different periods you were in your career early on versus where you are now?
Anytime you miss time it sucks. This one, if I was to compare, is worse because this injury kind of came out of nowhere. I felt like I was coming in to be a big part of what we're doing, and kind of missing training camp, missing the early part of the season, put us at a disadvantage as far as chemistry is concerned. So I think this one for me, it hurt worse.
And Kyle, you have a follow-up? That'll be the last question.
Yeah, I do. I don't think we've actually asked you since you've come back, what it's kind of stirred up on you in you going back in the Lakers uniform, being back out there with this team, this franchise, and I see you wearing the Kobe shirt today. Just what feelings have been stirred up by actually getting out of the court and suiting up for this team?
Well, man, it's weird because I'm a person that kind of lives in the moment and, just focus in on what I'm doing. So, like outside distractions or things that's going on around me, I don't really pay attention to. So I'm just day in and day out grinding, trying to get better, trying to help this team get on track, get wins, and figuring things out. So I haven't had time to think about personally what it feels to put back on the jersey. I'm just happy that I'm able to do what I love to do. It's a great group of guys that I'm on the court going through it with, and excited for the next opportunity to get on the court.
Actually, will you take a question from Davide?
Okay.
Davide, we'll take your last question.
Thank you. Hi, Trevor. Davide from Italy here. The Staples Center is changing name on Christmas Day. I'm curious about what's your best memory of Staples Center?
It's funny. Ironically, playing in Staples Center on Christmas Day, maybe 2009 or something, against Boston and winning. That's probably one of the best moments for me, playing in Staples Center.